What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the channel and thank you for clicking on the video. Today's going to be quick, short, and an update of all the things that are happening as well as the things that are planned to happen later down the road. Now, to get you guys all caught up, the good news is we are in the final stretch of the engine build. The engine build is just about done. We have about 1 week left, and that's just because we ran into a little hiccup with a piece that broke and we had to order it out. It's an OEM piece, so it's not going to take that long. It's not anything that has to be special ordered. But we are now in the last stages of building this engine, and because of that, I can now introduce you guys to the rest of the plan. The plan is to pick up the engine from Van Industries once everything has been all said and done. The engine is going to be powder coated, a couple different colors to match the paint scheme of the car. And then from there, I'm going to pick up the engine and pick up my car from the garage. The car will be trailered to Import Intelligence. When we take it to Import Intelligence, the plan is just to get the engine dropped in, get all the fluids and levels checked, make sure all the wiring is done correctly. I could do this part, but I am so busy right now at my job, and because it's the winter, it's the most busy part of the season for my job. So rather than doing a bunch of videos on me trying to get stuff done and dealing with one issue and dealing with another, I'm going to take it to Import Intelligence, which is located in Westchester. They will drop the engine in. They will make sure all the wiring and fluids and everything are all set. They will not run the car though. The reason why they're not going to run the car is because there are so many parts that were traded out of this engine. We have bigger cams, we have bigger injectors, different compression ratio, everything's forged now. It's a really strong engine. Even the valves are smaller but stronger so that they allow more air to breathe through. So because of that, you can't just run an engine like that. Anybody who's in the car world knows that that's pretty much engine suicide. So once the car is completely swapped out with the engine, I will then take the car, bring it home for a bit, and then schedule to drop it off at RT Tuning. RT Tuning is located in the opposite direction, so I wouldn't try and do that in the same day anyway. But RT Tuning will then tune the engine and tune the car, and the car will be actually able to be driven. Now, I might not drive it even then, just because I don't want to run the risk of doing anything else. What's going to happen after that point is I will take the car to Kroll's Customs. If you guys have not heard of Josh Kroll, he lives and works not far from here. He's in the exterior Reading area. So what's going to happen there is I'm going to be taking the car to him, and he's just going to give it a completely custom paint job, custom paint scheme. If you don't know who Josh Kroll is very well known in the car community as well as in the body arts of cars. He's done cars like Muzzy's 350Z, which you guys probably saw at SEMA this year. There was a right-hand drive Scion TC, the only one in the country. He's the one who did that car, did the whole conversion kit for it. Even the green Porsche 911 that got a lot of attention from people, including Mr. Nakai-san from Japan, that was a paint job and the bodywork all done by Mr. Josh Kroll. So I'm glad that he's a friend of mine, and I can get him to really get his hands on my car and get him to do a really good job with it. That being said, the issues that we ran into with the engine were essentially just waiting for parts to show up. We had a couple of special order parts that were hurting us, and then we had a couple of parts that didn't fit. Like I said in the last video, the pistons and the bore size didn't match up, and we had to send stuff out for custom order and have it come back again. But now that all that stuff is set, all we were waiting on was a few last minute parts, but parts that didn't really slow us down because we couldn't use them until we fully assembled the engine anyway. For example, I ordered a full return fuel system, which needs to be installed on the engine, obviously the fuel rails and things like that. But we don't need that until we're actually reassembling the engine, which is going to be happening this week. The other thing that I ordered, which I'm really excited about, even though the car isn't boosted yet, it will be, and you don't want any choke points when it comes to boosting an engine. I ordered a 75mm big bore throttle body kit, which will be going on the engine. If you guys don't remember, my engine is the DE earlier model of the VQ engine, so it only has one throttle body where the later models have two. So because of that, that's the best way to solve one of those issues. Now, as we move forward into the last bits of the plan, all we're going to be talking about for the next couple of weeks is where we are with Felicia's car, where we are with my car, what the next steps are. You guys already heard the plan on what's going on with my car, and I don't want to speak about what's going on with Felicia's car because even though I know most of it, she'll definitely do a better explanation of it. Last thing left for me to do is just do little odds and ends like interior work, paint matching, Oh, which reminds me, the color scheme of my car changed slightly. It changed not because it changed because of Felicia getting me a gift for Christmas. She got me gold studs for my wheels, and my wheels are black, but the original paint scheme was that the car was gonna be black and Brembo gold to match the calipers. Now, because the gold that she got me for the studs isn't the same, I actually decided that I was gonna do paint matching to the studs that she got me, and then have the whole car looking matched to the studs that she got me, as well as the custom black paint job that Josh Kroll's gonna do. Cool thing about that is, it's a gold that you don't see on cars as much. Like the Brembo deep gold, you see in a lot of cars, you see in a lot of racing stripes and things like that. Actually, now while I'm thinking about it, might as well show it to you. So, these are the studs that Felicia got me. They're long and they are the spike one. And I didn't really originally like these, but when I saw them, the way that they came, I really liked it. But as you can see, the color of it is not the same as like one of the deeper golds that you would see. Even though the video is still a little blurry, you can see the color of it. So she got me these as a Christmas gift, which I really appreciated. And I know she did a whole bunch of reading because Felicia never makes any car purchase decision without doing like doctoral dissertations on trying to figure out what it is. So she got me this, and now what I'm gonna do to show my appreciation is I'm gonna adjust all of my gold colors to match this. Now, that being said, there's also another thing I'm really excited about to show you guys, because, I mean, I'm excited about it. You might not be as excited about it, but I'm really excited about it. These also came in the mail. I now have two Bry Gias 2 seats. I don't know if it's Gias or Gias or however you want to say it, but I got two of them. Now, I'm not going to be installing these for a while. As you guys remember, or hopefully you guys remember from the first few videos, the car was completely covered in mold. These are very expensive seats and they're very nice. So I'm not going to put this lovely seat in the car for the car to still be sitting still doing absolutely nothing and then ruin a lovely set of seats like this. So what I'm going to do is, once the car has gone to import intelligence and the engine's been installed, and then once the car's gone to RT tuning and then the engine's been tuned, I might drop these in. But even then I might not put them in, because I know, even though Josh is really good with cars, why run the risk of anything happening? Like, I know he's not gonna do anything, but why take that chance? I'll just install these the last part of the video. And I mean, you guys have seen 1,000 car seat install videos, but I mean, I'm really excited about it. These are really nice seats. They are low. They are not complete buckets. They have a recliner in them, which means that they're also gonna be comfortable to ride around in, but the car is gonna look nice. I'm gonna have these re-stitched. I don't know if you can see it, but the stitching is red. So I'm going to be going to an upholstery person to see if they can re-stitch that in gold or yellow to, again, go with the color scheme of the car. If that happens outright, then everything will be all matched and ready to go. Let me set this down, it's starting to get heavy. I'm really excited about this process, only because I'm so far ahead of schedule, even though I was behind originally. The engine took a long time to get everything rolling, but now it's just as simple as taking the car to this person, taking the car to this person, and paying them to do work. I don't have to necessarily worry about ordering parts and it not coming in, them not being able to find it. There's a couple of parts that haven't arrived yet that were on back order, but I know exactly when they're coming. My wheels still aren't here yet. My front fenders still aren't here yet, but I have a date on exactly when they're gonna ship, so I don't have to necessarily worry about not having it. That being said, the last piece of the project is just gonna be little odds and ends, making sure this matches, making sure this runs, and at that point I'm just gonna be really focused on getting Felicia's car ready for the wedding, because mine will be done, and then she's still working primarily on paying for things for the wedding and organizing things for that. I'm working on the cars. That way everything matches up and we still do everything fairly. But that being said, I'm gonna leave you guys right there. The next two videos will be simple. They will be getting caught up with the 350Z and getting caught up with the G35. If anything else should happen in between, obviously I'll do an update video on that. But you guys probably aren't gonna get like an install video for chairs, because you guys have seen it 1,000 times. But there's a lot of other things that are coming down the road. I'm really excited to show you guys what the engine looks like. Really excited to show you guys the the places that we're going to be going, the shows that we're scheduled to be in, provided that everything works out properly. But that's the end of this video. If you stayed till the end, I really appreciate it. And the community is growing. I mean, it's not huge, but the community is definitely growing. I'm really excited about how far we've come in a few months. I mean, originally we were like 10, 12 people. Now we're up to like 30, 35. I don't know what the exact number is, but really excited about it. So thank you again for clicking. Thank you again for watching. If you're enjoying me, if you're enjoying the stuff that Felicia does, if you're enjoying the stuff that we do try to do a couple of install videos and things to help you guys out. Like the how to remove mold from your car video was huge. I was so surprised by how many people actually watched that video. So we're gonna try and do more things like that as well. But that being said, I will see you guys later. I really appreciate it. And I'm one half of the car couple. Sorry Felicia wasn't here, but we will see you later.